Hi there, in this video I'm going to cover my Sidewinder and how I've configured and set this up without jumping into things like the hauler or the Eagle ships. I'm kind of saving up more for the Vipers and Cobras. So you can see here I've already got a good jump range with this, and I've managed to obviously increase the cargo capacity. With the weapons that I've got equipped at the moment, I've moved basically away from the weapons to multi-cannons. This has the same tonnage but a little bit more increased in rate of damage. I've kept the standard pulse laser, the loaned one. I don't really see a reason to go up to anything else. The Sidewinder isn't beefy enough to deal with the extra power draw and the overheating, so I think at this level you're not really going after serious big targets at the moment, but it's good to defend yourself against similar Sidewinders or Eagles with the possibility of doing a bit of damage to anything else. Stuck on point defense. It doesn't actually have any extra weight, but you notice here heat sinks have an extra weight, and so do chaff launchers. But it's good if somebody's shooting missiles at you. And again, a lot of these other items here are going to add extra weight, which is going to decrease your jump range. And I think when he's trying to make money at the start, it's more about trying to get those bulletin board orders delivered, and the extra range really helps. You can stick in here some extra weight as well. It is considerably a lot more weight, and I think it's more suited for other ships when you change your armour really. So reinforced alloys or anything else, in my mind, are just a bit too weighty, and really the ship's not going to stand up to a big fight. Power plant, this is interesting. This is the standard one actually. It's 2.5 tons. I've upgraded to D, and I actually decreased the mass, and I actually get some performance out of that as well. It's sort of highlighting integrity is better than the old one, but I'm not quite sure. They're both A. I did touch and upgrade the frame shift drives as well. That's on D. Thrusters were up to D. I can't show that here, but again, you tend to get a little bit of extra weight saving going up to the first upgrade. Subsequent ones to that can get heavier again, and again the standard one here for the frame shift drives was 2.5, and I've got 1 ton. So again, I've saved a bit of weight, which helps with your jump distance. So it's not just a matter of loading too much cargo into your ship that's going to decrease it. Having these basic modules on your ship are also going to slow you down. Power distribution, again I've upgraded that, and that's down to 1.3 tons. And sensors here, again that's down to half a ton from 1.3. Now I would have just have assumed when I started playing this that, you know, I upgrade, it's going to get heavier, you know, I need better ships to run better equipment. But you know, surprisingly they're lighter weight and more efficient, which is really great. And I'm able now to run sort of 6-ton cargo maximum without too much penalty and jump between systems. So here some other options as well. You can put cell banks. I think they're pretty good if you're stuck in a fight and you need to get away, you need that extra boost, but again they cost weight, and I think that's quite important when you're starting the game. It's about trying to deliver those orders, it's about trying to get away from anything that's attacking you, and having that extra ability to jump long distances gives you more options. Refineries though can be used. They've got 0 tons, kind of good if you want to go down the mining route. These interdictors again, if you want to be more of a pirate or bounty hunter, it's not going to really work in the Sidewinder, and I don't think the weight's really going to help. Bit of a lighter one there, that's 0.5 and that's 1.3, again showing that if you upgrade then you're going to decrease the weight in some instances. So what's the conclusion of all this? Well, you don't need to necessarily go to hauler or to an Eagle, although the Eagle's quite a good craft, to make enough money to start getting towards Vipers and Cobras. I think showing here you can do it in the Sidewinder. It's a bit less risky. I mean, if it gets destroyed, it's a free replacement, so you're not going to eat into your credits too much. Where I think if you go to the other craft, you can start eating into your credits, get a bit depressing if somebody pirates you, or you get destroyed, or just do something careless like I've done a couple of times and crashed your ship. It's a bit less risk and just gets you into the game. So I was hoping this might really help and sort of explain how good the Sidewinder can be.